Ink Ribbon.
Okay, you guys ready to hear me just talk and speculate about video games for the next 20 minutes or so? First of all, Lara is back, and like, I
Yes.
am so excited because, okay, you guys don't understand. If you were in the 90s and you were during the time when Lara Croft was a new thing, you understand how big of an impact she had. But the gaming miracle of this is just crazy because like that. Okay, I'm too excited. I need to calm down. I thought Tomb Raider was dead, not once but twice, because we had the Legend Anniversary Underworld, and then the reboots happened, which just completely derailed the entire franchise, and then it was just kind of lost for a while, and then I was just like, okay, Tomb Raider's dead, just like me inside. And then out of nowhere, we got the 1, 2, 3 remasters. And then the not only 4, 5 remasters, but they included Angel of Darkness, which was just like, oh my god, I can't believe, I still can't believe that we have those games, and it healed something in me. And then to see this trailer where Lara is back in her shorts with her guns and like her braid and just the classic outfit. I know this one's a remake, and we'll get to the other one in a second, but like, it's just, you had to be there and be part of the entire Tomb Raider like timeline to understand the significance of this. One thing that I don't understand, people are like getting mad, and I know there's some people who only know the reboot Lara, the one that's always crying and whining and being overly emotional because she's a realistic portrayal of a woman, which I never understood that, but okay. This Lara, she's strong, she is confident, she is badass, she's rich, she's hot, she's like, you want to be her. And she's inspired a lot of people throughout the years. I mean, there's people who have gotten married because they both loved Tomb Raider. There's people who just really understand the importance of having a female character like this, because you have to remember, like, she was the first. There was no strong female characters before her. The closest thing we had after was like Jill or Claire from Resident Evil, which was like a whole other thing, but she paved the way and she's an icon. So to see this, it took me a little while to realize that this was a Tomb Raider 1 remake, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but does this make it the first remake of a remake? Or did someone already do that? Oh, look at how beautiful she looks right there. And she doesn't look like, you know, people like to, the people who hate classic Lara like to say that she's always like, oh, I got big boobs and big lips and I'm so hot and like, look, she's just a normal person. She looks like someone you would see walking down the street, and there you go. She's got the necklace, so you see we're unifying all the timelines. I'm really curious to see if we're gonna have any Angel of Darkness stuff, like if we'll see Curtis again ever or any of that, but I'm not hopeful. We got classic platforming. I think there's two reasons that I think that they're doing the reboot or remake, whatever this is, because one, they need something to hold people over until the Catalyst games comes out, which, by the way, I'm going to be calling this one Atlantis and the other one Catalyst just for shorthand because it's too much to say every time. But the Atlantis is to hold people over until Catalyst comes out, and also because if you're going to unify the timeline, you kind of got to go back to the beginning and lay everything out and be like, okay, here's how everything works now in the Tomb Raider timeline, and then, everyone's caught up and we're good. And I don't see any yellow paint. I don't see any like very clear ledges of like, here's where you have to jump, which is kind of what we saw in Tomb Raider Anniversary. So I'm happy about that. This was the point in the trailer where I was like, oh, it's a remake. Because I was like, they're doing this again? But really, though, is this the first remake of a remake? Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
I need to go further to uncover the secrets of Atlantis.
We're also going to see Natla and Pierre and Larson again, so that's going to be kind of cool. I'm sure all that's going to be expanded. and maybe they'll retcon some other characters or storylines to be thrown in here as well. But yeah, I'm super excited just because like it's like Lara Croft as we know her, as we love her, she's back and she gets to be her true self. And it's really ironic because it's like she's known for surviving, and even though we thought the franchise was dead, just like the end of Last Revelation, she climbed out of that tomb and she's like, bitch, I'm not dead.
To be retold.
Tomb Raider, The Legacy of Atlantis, coming in 3047. Next, we have Catalyst, and I gotta say, Lara looks fantastic. She's like older, but she's like a woman, and like,
Your legend. You survived the Dragon's Triangle. Crossed the threshold to Atlantis.
Okay, so she got her grapple hook. She's gonna do a little Ada Wong action there.
Unstoppable. But I say, all legends must come to an
And we got the typical villain trying to go after the artifact, you know, to compete with Lara. That's kind of been like a staple, even in the movies, you know.
That's where you're wrong. I'm just getting started.
Hold on, let's look at her guns. Let's look at her gear. Okay, I don't know about the bandana. I feel like that's a little too Uncharted for Lara. So her guns actually look the same. Okay, so looking at the guns in the Atlantis trailer, they're actually different. Okay. Now, I when I was seeing this scenes, all I could think was this looks very like the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider movie, like action set pieces, like the one where she's in the Cambodian temple and all that stuff. Also, story-wise, I haven't been able to find... Actually, let me look right now. I want to go to their official website to confirm something. Tomb Raider Catalyst marks a bold direction for the series as Lara Croft embarks on a new adventure across northern India. So we're going back to India. Catalyst is set in the wake of a mythical cataclysm that has unleashed ancient secrets and awakened the mysterious forces that guard them. When the most notorious treasure hunters from around the world... Oh, so there's going to be more than one villain. Descend to the region, Lara races to uncover the truth buried behind the fractured landscape to stop those who would use the power for their own gain. As the ancient world collide with the present. As the ancient world collides with the present. So there's going to be like time travel or something? Lara must decide who to trust among rivals and allies to prevent a catastrophe and protect a secret that could reshape the future. So this really does sound like the 2001 movie with Angelina Jolie with the triangle of light or whatever it was called, where you could like go back in time and change things. Because yeah, anybody with that power could, you know, rule the world. Puzzles, mysteries, blah blah blah. Ooh, richly customized adventure tech. So probably that grappling thing and some other stuff. For fans and newcomers alike, player will experience an exhilarating story of trust and betrayal that tests Lara Croft in new ways. Set to launch in 2027. Okay, so what I was going to tell you, I haven't been able to find any official proof of this, but people are saying that this is a continuation from Underworld. And if that's true, it's going to be very interesting because there's a lot to unpack there. Like, okay, so if it's after Underworld, Croft Manor has been destroyed. Zip is going to be in it. Alistair is dead. Natla is dead. The doppelganger is still alive and presumably friends with Lara. What else? Oh, and most importantly for me, the storyline with her parents is just going to be behind us. Like, we're done. We know what happened to her dad. We know what happened to her mom. We don't need her to just keep doing that because they've reused that storyline so many times in Tomb Raider and we're, like, over it. But, again, I can't find any official proof, but it is actually on the Wikipedia page and a couple other places, so I don't know if that was set in, like, an interview somewhere by a developer or what. And that's interesting. The moving mountains while you're climbing them, like that's gonna do some interesting climbing mechanics. And there you go, 2027. So that's why I really think that they released this one just to hold people over, which, you know, and also to reset the timeline. So how do you guys feel about Tomb Raider? I'm so excited. Like, oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay, now what a lot of you came for, let's talk about Resident Evil Requiem. And before we get started, I have to say I knew Leon was in Requiem because I don't know if Capcom's really bad at keeping secrets or we're just really good at finding them. But on top of that, people, you guys, have sent me like DMs and emails and stuff of like, look at this leaked thing. And I get that every time there's a new Resident Evil game coming out. But in this one, like I saw the screenshots of Leon and they're like, Leon's in the game. And at first I was like, but I looked at them closely and I was like, oh, this looks real. I think Leon actually is in the game. So it's been kind of a poorly guarded secret. But I can talk about it now because he's been officially revealed. And then this character, who I thought was going to be Sadler returned. Or not Sadler. Spencer. Because he looked and sounded like him, at least from behind. But we still don't really know who this is. Oh, God, he looks so gross. So I'm trying to, I don't know what these goggles are. I don't know if they're like night vision goggles or if he just needs them to see in general. So this is very Resident Evil Outbreak, very Raccoon City. I like that. Kind of implies like there might be some murder mystery solving, or at least one, which would probably be a tutorial area. Ugh. Okay, wait, whose hand is this? What is happening here? So somebody is pulling, like they just spit out their own teeth. But, okay, all we see is this nose and it looks like they're blonde. And that looks like it might be a police uniform, so I think this might just be an NPC.
Through you.
Okay, we're going over this with a fine-tooth comb. Okay, none of that is anything. Raccoon City is redacted for the sake of Elpis.
Set free.
Because we have yet another virus in this series.
The team has settled on a person of interest. Someone with ties to Umbrella.
Okay, a lot of you have been speculating. I've seen online, people have been speculating. Oh, that's Leon's car. You want to know how I know that? One, it's a Porsche, and two, the license plate ND9642. People have said no one knows what the ND stands for, but Leon has been in Resident Evil 2, 4, 6, and now 9. So on the official like Porsche, in case you don't know, Porsche is a sponsor for the game. That's what Leon drives. I guess they're going to show how safe their vehicles are when someone like Leon is behind the wheel. But in the official renders for it, that's the license plate number.
The team has settled on a person of interest.
So this looks like Leon might actually be investigating this, but I don't know. Maybe they also gave Grace a Porsche. Also, the voice that you're hearing right now, people are speculating online that it's Sherry. You see for a brief second, we're going to try to find it, that someone with a headset and blonde hair that's not Grace, because her hair's all like big and frazzled, is talking. Okay, so this looks like, I don't know what this is, because it kind of looks like a mansion, but you've got these sort of makeshift hospital beds. So it's like something happened here, something went down.
After Umbrella went under.
Again, that would be Leon's vehicle, unless they gave it to her.
Dr. Gideon has been
Yep, there he is. Okay, there's our boy, or I guess our man. The conversations about Leon's appearance have been all over the place, but I would like to remind you guys that if this game takes place in modern day, like this year, if the timeline is aligned as it should be, as I know it to be, then Leon is actually 51 years old. And I think he looks pretty damn good for being that old. Because to do the stuff that he does at that age...
You there, Leon?
Yeah.
Okay, so these look like different zombies than we're used to. You got black gunk coming out of their eyes. Something has actually happened to their eyes. Okay, so it's not Spencer. We can confirm that now because here's that guy normal, although he still looks terrifying and decrepit. There's Michael Scott from The Office. I don't recognize anybody else here. So, okay. Ooh. Now, there's some speculation about this monster that I'm really, really hoping is not true. People are thinking that that might be Alyssa. And I think that is such a horrible, horrible fate for a Resident Evil character to endure. Everyone's assuming that this is female, whatever this monster is, but I don't know. You guys can tell me what you think about that, but I hope it's not Alyssa.
FBI. What are you doing here?
Alright, let's look at Leon. Stylish as always. They really gave him the Resident Evil Village Chris treatment here. Welcome to Raccoon City. Oh my god. Wait, that means they are actually... Okay. The thing that I am most anticipating is going back to Raccoon City, and I'm hoping to God that we actually get to go there and it's not just in the cutscene. Because, like, please.
Do you like to see that hit under the...
Don't do anything.
Okay, this character. People are speculating that that's Sherry. And here's something that I want to mention about Sherry that Capcom would be stupid not to bring her back. First of all, she harkens back to Raccoon City, which would be perfect for this. Although, where is Claire? Or Ada? Hello? Or Jill? Hello? But, when I did my Facts About Sherry video, I learned that as a side effect of the G-Virus infection, Sherry not only heals rapidly, but she cannot age. So the way she looked in Resident Evil 6 is how she's going to look, presumably, forever. So, you know, that means that she has a lot of potential as a character to keep coming back and doing stuff. But given her nature, I could see her as a support, especially for Leon, and I think that works.
Think stupid.
Me?
Ooh, what was that gun? That's a really cool looking gun. It's very, like, cyberpunk. Also, what is it? So, I'm seeing a lot of city, which I like. We're gonna get a new Raccoon City. Okay, so this looks like there's a zombie in front of the car. Leon gets his gun ready. And then there he is ripping an axe out of someone's head. And this is where everybody had tried to attack him, thinking that they could take on Leon S. Kennedy, and he showed them that they cannot. And there's Ethan.
Never.
So Leon has an axe now. Okay, Raccoon City. Now, again, for those who aren't familiar, the bomb that hit Raccoon City was not a nuke. It was not nuclear. There is no radiation. And if you watch the end of Outbreak, you can hear them talk about that. In fact, at the end of Outbreak, let me pull up that cutscene. Now we're gonna watch this together, and I'm gonna pause it as we go to explain things. But I just want to say before we start this that if they're gonna have an actual Resident Evil Outbreak character in this, I would hope that Capcom went back and like actually referenced this game and made sure that everything lined up.
Target will soon be in visual range.
So these are the bombers
Hurry up. You
who are taking out Raccoon City. This is like the strike. Wait. Oh, no. Okay. This is after the bombing of Raccoon City. This is like a surveillance team checking the damage and all that stuff.
Here are today's results. It's been 6 months, but the number's still the same. There's no way people could sustain life there.
Okay, that's very interesting. I've always remembered this line because what he's implying is that even though they dropped the bombs, the numbers of, I guess, living things hasn't changed, which means that the bomb wasn't as effective as they thought. I'm assuming that's what he means. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Not humans. No.
See? So I guess the monsters, not people, but, you know.
Sir, there's a call.
Oh, by the way, that's Allison Court's voice on the phone.
Sir, there's a call for you from the head office.
Put it through.
All I hear is Claire.
We'll start at noon as scheduled.
We'll start at noon as scheduled.
Is everything ready?
Yes. We'll be dropping 2 for each, beginning with sample T4. The rest will follow at 15-minute intervals.
Wait, I don't remember that. Okay, what did he say?
Follow at 15-minute interval. The rest will follow at 2 for each, beginning with sample. Yes. We'll be dropping 2 for each, beginning with sample T4. The rest
We'll be dropping 2 for each with a sample of T4.
will follow at 15-minute intervals.
Okay, that sounds like they're either going to drop more bombs or drop more, like, BOWs. Okay, but this is what I wanted to show you guys. That is actually in the blast radius. So it was like destroyed, right? Keep out. Okay, well that's a biohazard thing, but not a. See, there's no radiation, no none of that. Okay, I just wanted to refresh everyone because, you know, that's kind of relevant to this, and now we're back, so we'll continue from here. Wait, is he talking? Condom? Okay, I just have to mention, I love the satisfying ragdoll physics when you kill a zombie and they like go down. Watch. Actually, we can play this in slow motion. Let's do that. And then boom, and ragdoll. And he breaks a crate. Oh wait, does the crate have yellow paint? Look, the crate does not have yellow paint. We're back. We're good. Everyone can stop complaining about that. Alright, so this is, I said this in one of my live streams, and now I'm like vindicated. Oh! Okay, hold on. Too many things are happening at once. But I predicted that in order to please the action fans, like Resident Evil 4, versus the horror fans, like, you know, the classic Resident Evils, they were going to give Grace the horror sections and Leon the action sections, which is what we have. And by the way, this looks like a medical place, because there's a skeleton back there. All the zombies are like scientists. But if you notice in the corner right here, this chainsaw is equipped. I thought he took it from the enemy and just used it as a finisher, but it looks like Leon can actually wield a chainsaw. We've come full circle. Oh, but now it's not equipped here. Now it's his gun. Okay. By the way, February 27th is the day before my birthday, so thank you, Capcom. It's going to be an amazing birthday. As of right now, I think that's pretty much all there is to say from what we've seen. I'm just killing time until this comes out because I am so excited for it. I feel like this game is going to be really, really good. Also, so there's no collector's edition, but there is the deluxe edition. The standard edition is just the game. Deluxe edition comes with weapon skin, so I guess that's Leon's just main gun. I don't know what audio pack is. Filters, and then we got 5 costumes. Let's zoom in. Enhance. Oh. Okay, so we got a cool tactical outfit, his Resident Evil 4 outfit, and like a suit. That kind of looks like what he wore in Infinite Darkness. I don't know. That's kind of eh. I hope they give him his RPD outfit, because that's always like a nice thing to have. It's just like one of the classic outfits. And then we got the Lady D outfit, and then this is like a noir. I don't know why they keep doing the noir thing. Resident Evil has never had noir elements ever. Like, are people asking for that? It's just like how Resident Evil for a while had like cowboy outfits for everybody. I never understood that either. Alright, so these are just weapon skins. Not really anything. They look like they kind of are meant to match the outfits. And then the charms from Resident Evil 4 Remake are back. I always really liked that system. I don't know what these do, but Division of Security Operations. Okay. Files. Huh. Wonder what that's about. So, if you're interested, that's pretty much your only option for like any sort of upgrades. Physical version. Oh, there you go. Pre-order bonus is this extra outfit, Grace's Apocalypse outfit. We got Alyssa. Okay, so we literally have Grace, Leon, and Alyssa. Those are the only characters that they have shown. Ooh, locations. See, this doesn't look walkable. Oh, look at the RPD. What I'm secretly hoping is if we went back to the Resident Evil labs, like the nest, that'd be so cool. Or, you know, any other locations that we got to visit. I will also be playing in third person. Like, seeing those Leon action scenes, I'm like, who wants to play that in first person? But I know some of you do. Alright, well, that's all I got for you guys. That's pretty much it. Tomb Raider, Resident Evil, this is going to be excellent. And I hope you didn't mind me yapping too much about all this stuff, but I've been really excited to talk about it and really go through this trailer because I only got to see it at the Game Awards when it aired. But I would love to know your thoughts. And yeah, are you guys excited? Are you excited for Tomb Raider? Excited for Resident Evil 9? Excited for both? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to drink water because right now it is cold and you'd be surprised how much hydration you need for cold weather as well as hot weather. So don't neglect that. If your lips are chapped, go drink some water. Drink a whole glass of water and I guarantee you it'll make you feel better. Okay, have a good rest of your week. And I've got a interesting video coming up, so I'm going to go film that right now. But until next time, I'm Kai Morgan, and as always, thanks for watching Ink Ribbon.